Okay, so this is Xbox One and how to play Create. So create game. Xbox. Creative. Okay, so there's the beginning. Set it for creative. You can have animals out there. They don't attack you if you're in creative, so it's just best to have peaceful so they're not in your way, blocking stuff. If you own different texture packs, you can change it. You can make it online so your friends can see you just by pressing A. More options. If you know a certain seed for a map, you can type it all in and get the exact map you want to play. You can change the size. You can make it super flat. I guess I'll make it super flat. Bonus chests you don't need. And customizing super flat, so you can make it have deep down if you want to dig down more. You can turn autosave off. So if you're making a creative world, doing a bunch of good stuff, and you've got friends that you want to show stuff to, you let them help you build something, and one guy uses TNT and blows it all up. If you have autosave disabled, you can just exit, come back in, and it'll all be there again. So otherwise you can just leave that off, which I'll leave it off because I'm not going online anyway. And then hit create new world. So you don't get any achievements on creative. So that's the one bonus, I guess, on survival. So here you can walk, there's the sun. There's buildings, which I don't remember having buildings turned on. Because they're on by default. Animals and just a big plane. This bar here, left tab, right tab, is your hands. Your immediate inventory, I guess. So now, it says on the bottom left X for creative, Y for inventory. Y is what you have on you. Seem to always have a map. So if you were going to build a big skyscraper here, or a pool here, or a ship, or whatever, you can use the map, put it in your hand, left trigger, turns it on, and it shows your coordinates. So you could write down those coordinates, X 154, Z 204. That has to do with your north and south bearing. So the Z is north-south. So you can see it's going up. So dead middle of the map is 0, 0. So if you go up, it goes down. So if I go north, it goes into the negatives. And if I go south from 0, 0, it goes up. So it'll go in the positives. So, but it doesn't say positive, it's just like the X, it just says 154. And then you can fly. Double click A. And you're flying. You have to be in flying mode. To be able, like, so you double click A. It shows you a little guy on the left. And now you can press A to go up. In on the right joystick, like in, like depressing it, makes you go down. And if you double click A again, super fast, it turns off fly mode and you drop fast. So you can do that to drop the fastest. So if I look at the map, I can go to 0, that direction. So if you push forward twice quick, so just looking at the map there's 0 there. 0 is like dead middle. And then if I go 0 this way, you can see the lines that keep you kind of straight anyway. But if you push forward on the left bar twice quickly, that puts you in a super speed mode. Whoops. Push B. So there's 0. And there's 0. Looking north. So if I go north, it goes negative. If I go south, it goes positive. So it goes all the way up to whatever number. And the same with this. So if I go west, it goes negative. It just makes it, it's a good way to know for survival. Where to do stuff. Or to go back to find wherever you were. Now if you look on the map, it also shows where you've been. And if you're in an online game or game with friends, it'll show them as that middle thing, a little white guy that there is. See, it says there Ungoliant or me as white. Your friends would be in a different color, so you would know which one's which just by pushing the back button or the one on the left of those two middle ones. Looks like it's got 2 pieces of paper on it. Okay, so that's the basics of that. Keep pushing B to get it off my screen. So I'm going to go to fly mode. I'm going to go into creative mode. So just X, it basically brings up a crafting table with everything in it. Because you're on creative. You can have some of everything. So whatever block you want. Stone, grass, diamond. In a game, a block of diamond would be insane. I think it's like 64 to make a block. I forget how it goes. But in creative, it's just a color. So if you put it in your hand on this bar and your left trigger. Right trigger breaks anything. On creative, everything is one hit. And then left trigger's place. You can hold down left trigger. And then if you move, it just makes a long bar. Or if you fly, there's a way if he gets right in the right rhythm and stuff. There. You can put it as high up as you want. Just by holding the left trigger down. The things don't float. I can't place anything here in the middle of the sky. You see, you go into an area and make out a flying ship. You have to make something come up to the spot you want. Then, the second you have one block here, gravity goes out the window. So if I right trigger, I can destroy all this diamond. It just goes to nowhere. It doesn't leave blocks on the ground. You're uncreative. You got pig. Grass will always grow back if the sun's out. Now there's that one block. AA twice to fly. So then, if you want to build something up here, now you've got something to build off of. And then everything else is based on your creativeness. And the word creative. So I can add coal ore if I wanted. And left trigger places it. Just put it on the, point your icon at the spot. If you look close enough, you can usually see it kind of puts like a little in circulation on it. I can put grass in the middle if I wanted. I know it's boring. There, it's just a floating whatever. You could make a UFO or whatever. Just a house that's floating in the middle of space. Now, you can only go a certain height. You'll hit the clouds somewhere, and then it just stops. It's a lot higher than I remember, but it might be because it's on the Xbox One version. I am high. So maybe the, on 360 it was only a very localized kind of thing. Donk. Not creative, you got no hearts, you got no health. Anything can happen. That's the basics. Right tab, left tab to go through all these. If you see that bar on the right, this thing, it's highlighted, then there's more stuff. This one has 3 layers of stuff. This one only has the one. See, it's not highlighted and it's only to there. But everything you see in the game, this one only has the one. Cocoa beans. Diamonds. You can also put diamond ore, which is over here. Right here. So, theoretically, you can make a game in survival. Save it. Switch it to creative. Go into a cave somewhere and then just load the cave with diamond stuff. But you would know that you've done that. Or if you're making a map for your friends or whatever, and then save the seed number. Whatever it is. And have diamonds in it. Or if you actually know how to do some mining. You can find diamond anyway. That's the basics of creative. I don't think there's anything else. Different things of food that you don't need. And compass. It's a good way to figure out how to build stuff, I guess. You need a compass to make a map. Because you can, in theory, make a crafting table. It is in here somewhere. And then use the crafting table to just to practice making stuff. Or making stuff you would never be able to make on survival because you didn't have it. That's the basics. Then you can build a giant town. Everything starts with 1 block. In this case, diamond. And that's basically all the stuff I can think of. Because you can fly, you don't need to know about crouching or any of that kind of stuff. In on the right trigger crouches, in on the left trigger changes your view. In on the left trigger changes your view again. And now I'm flying with a change view. And that's it. There's not much to it. And if you make an online game, I think I told you to go down, it's in on the right. Makes you land. And make an online game with your friends, if you don't have any. that play this game, you can go into forums and stuff and find some people. Once you find one, then you can add their friends and stuff. You want to try and find people in your age group, so it's not as odd playing with a 5-year-old that wants to destroy everything every minute. But that's basically it.